Don't forget, please don't betray our dream of that sunny day. Listen to this.
Sounds like Darius. What is this, Antara? Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's check out Loop 8, Summer of Gods, running on PlayStation 5. People are kind of divided on this title. It's visual novel, life sim, I guess. But you know, I like to give things with new concepts, interesting designs a chance. And this visual novels with loop mechanics generally tend to be good. I don't know why. I don't know why it ends up that way. But some of my favorite games are visual novels with loop mechanics. Yep, you know, Raging Loop. It's that choppy frame animation, though. That's my only. It's the only knock against it. I really don't prefer that. If I'm going to get these CG rendered characters, I'd prefer that they be animated at 24 to 30 frames. Ideally 60, but 60's I think 60's challenging on a Unity engine game. Okay. Just leave the default sound levels for now. We'll probably have to make them lower, I would imagine. There.
That's
Dropped
so?
down. Oh, actually, the voice can go
I
up.
don't know. Good.
Alright, so we have Japanese or English. We'll go ahead and leave them on English this time around. Generally, I prefer the Japanese language with my visual novels, but that's fine.
This video game is a work of fiction. And a talking squirrel, like myself, is also completely fictional. All of the characters, places, groups, and so on in this game have no connection to anything. Now then, who might be the person reading this message right now? Oh, I suppose this is neither the time nor place. Bye-bye!
Already starting off goofy. The Kegai usurpers of human life. Or the Kegai usurpers of human life. Appearing infrequently since Japan's ancient times in the form of horrible calamities, they destroyed the land and many lives. And from that desecrated land, humanity rose once more. Ruin and rebirth. Was that a giant beetle? What the heck? Over the course of many loops, Japan's islands were born again and again. Eight months after humanity retreated from space.
The Kegai have always plagued us. Humanity has fought the long defeat. Space offered us renewed hope. But even that escape route went up in flames. And so, I ended up here. Castaway with nothing to my name. When I arrived, I saw her standing before me. I knew at once that my summer had begun. This is the story of how I found my own home. Now that I think about it, I'll bet that at this very moment she feels just as nervous as me.
Good morning. Or good evening. Are you still feeling jet lagged? Can you understand everything I'm saying? Thank goodness. You're Nini, correct? Uh-huh. I guess I should have started with that question instead of all those other ones. But, oh well. As you can tell, I'm also a bundle of nerves right now. Let's see. So as the Oyamas, and by that I mean my father, probably have told you already, my name is Konoha Oyama. Call me Konoha. When I heard we were related, I dug through our family tree. Turns out we're cousins. First cousins once removed. Though I probably have more of an answer, at least to you. That's complicated, right? Well, I think it's enough just to say that we're related. We're the same age, too. I doubt it'd be much fun having an aunt your age. Anyway, moving on. This is Ashihara Nakatsu, a nice little town. You'll be living here from now on. I'm sure it can't compare to living in space. We're just a normal, old-fashioned sort of place. But you don't need to look so worried about that. They sent me away to live here ages and ages ago, so trust me when I say you'll get used to it. Home is where you make it, as they say. Right, I've talked long enough. Why don't we go to our house now? Isn't it shockingly peaceful? Out of any town in Japan, and probably the whole world, Ashihara has suffered the least Kegai-related damage. But besides that, there's nothing particularly special about this place. What's more, no one has any idea why the Kegai don't attack. Most people just chalk it up to us having extremely good luck.
It's interesting they didn't put them in 3D space.
This town sure has a lot of hills. Nini, you sound like you're really out of breath. We're almost there, though. I heard that after coming down to Earth, you did strength training for about half a year to prepare for a life with gravity. But it must still be very hard to adapt. Growing up in space must be pretty hard compared to Earth. Huh? Not really? Well, of course I'd expect you to think that way. Right! Ta-da! This here is your home now. And mine too, of course. It's all wood. It's way too big. It's 82 years old. And the Oyama family pays every single one of our bills, so it's free! Isn't that just great? Oh, the age? I mention it because most houses are rebuilt quite quickly here, so you won't find many other buildings as old as this one. The other homes in Ashihara may look ancient, but I bet they're only around 50 years old. Houses in Japan are normally rebuilt every 2 or 3 decades. Even with our old shrines, we often rebuild them as well. As for why we do that, Japan's environment is hard on buildings, so they need lots of maintenance to stay in good shape. Well, when you get down to it, maybe people just enjoy doing the same thing over and over again. Not like that's a bad thing.
Here in Japan, that sort of repetition is pretty normal. From time to time, it can still feel suffocating, though. Since your grandma moved out, you're going to be staying in what used to be her room. Make yourself at home. Where is she now? I have no idea. She said she was born to wander, and then, poof, she just decided to take off. Fussing over someone like her just isn't worth it, and because of that, I don't think you should worry too much about her either. Honestly, I've never met a less responsible adult. Right. Well then, let's eat. I decided to splurge a bit today, so we're having sushi. What? You've never eaten raw fish before? I'm really sorry about that.
It's good.
You're going to encounter lots of stuff you consider weird. But don't get discouraged. I want you to have a great time on Earth. If you just give up after getting abandoned, then you'll never enjoy life. Besides, I'll make breakfast for both of us tomorrow morning, so come eat whenever you get up. I'll wake you up if you oversleep, just so you know. We don't have school tomorrow, but we need to take care of some stuff related to your transfer, so we'll go there anyway. Alright, have a nice sleep.
Earth's gravity weighs me down like a sack of bricks. This is the worst. I don't think I'll ever get used to it. That was one hell of a day. I'm shocked to know I actually have a relative here. And we're pretty much the same age. That's an even bigger shock. So tired. Gravity's really taken its toll on me. Konoha mentioned something about the Kegai avoiding this town. I wonder if that's true.
8/2 Sunday, 6:30 a.m.
I awake to Earth's gravity weighing me down. I feel as if I'm being crushed. I hear Konoha's voice saying breakfast is ready, so I head to the dining area.
Good morning. Did you sleep well? Apparently we had an earthquake last night. You slept so well you didn't even notice? That's great. I think you deserve an extra egg for going to bed on time. Earthquakes aside, like I mentioned yesterday, we need to visit the school. No need to feel nervous. We're just gonna complete your registration. Besides, everyone's totally normal. Promise. Actually, I think you'll be most shocked by how few classmates you have. Our school's in the middle of nowhere after all. Okay, eat up, eat up! Let's plan to head out at 8. Oh, right! Before I forget.
She hands me the key to the house.
You need this. Otherwise, you'll be in trouble if you want to enter the house without me. By the way, please don't bring home any of your friends. And definitely no girlfriends. Only family is allowed here, so that means you and me, as well as your grandma, of course. Why's that, you ask? Naturally, I'm fine with you around, but other boys coming to visit all the time makes me feel kind of nervous. I just don't like it. I won't invite any of my friends over to our house either. That's just fair, right? We're really close to the school now. Hang in there. here's our little school. It's a pretty nice one, but very small. Counting you, we now have 4 students. But one more student should transfer here quite soon. So hopefully you won't feel too lonely in the meantime. Huh? No. The lack of students isn't just the Kegai's fault. Japan has low birth rates. The population's been dropping for ages. I'll take care of the enrollment stuff. So why don't you go find our teacher, Miss Cooney, and familiarize yourself with the school? You can't miss her. She's the only teacher here.
With that, Konoha headed off.
Guess I should go find that teacher.
You've arrived. Mr. Oyama, I welcome you to Ashihara High School. As you may know, I'm one of your teachers here. My name is Kunie. These days, Kegai-related damage is increasing everywhere you look, but studying is still a student's sole responsibility. So keep it together, and please work hard for my sake as well as your own. Your grades will see steady improvement, and in turn, so will my reputation. It's truly win-win. So study hard, even if you must sacrifice sleep to succeed. Having a hard-working student like you enrolled here, I'm frankly relieved. Our school has some very unique individuals. But no need to worry about Konoha. She's both serious and studious. Hardly any other students are motivated to study at all. If that were the only... No, I've said too much already. In any case, for this very reason, I expect great things from you.
Thanks for waiting! Oh, hello, Miss Cooney.
Hello there. His registration is complete?
Yes. Since you took so much time to prepare everything we needed in advance, all I had to do was sign the forms.
All due in no small part to your daily efforts, and an efficient use of your social standing.
Thank you very much. Okay, Nini and I should head back home now.
Right. The supplementary lessons I'm offering start tomorrow, so don't forget.
Let me guess. I bet Miss Cooney told you to study hard for your mutual benefit or something like that. She can be pretty blunt. I think that's her only form of communication. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the real reason why she's out here. That's right. We need to buy ingredients for dinner. How about chicken and eggs over rice? Oya means parent, and ko means child. So we call it oyakudon. I'm so glad I managed to cook up something you could actually eat today. Now that I think about it, I should have asked you what you liked from the get-go. Awful at talking it out. Good at jumping the gun. Your grandma always said that about me. It's just a bad habit of mine, you know. Well, we've almost finished getting you settled in here. So tomorrow onward, it's all up to you. Nini, you're free to do whatever you like. It's summer vacation after all. Miss Cooney's extra summer lessons aren't mandatory or anything, so you don't have to go. Studying is important, but your life here and in Japan is even more important when it comes to getting used to things. I honestly wouldn't mind showing you around Ashihara myself, but I also don't want to act like a mother hen. Yeah, that's another bad habit of mine. You should never ever have a pet, because you'll smother the life out of it. Your grandma used to say that to me as well. Still, you can always come to me if you need anything. We were both abandoned. But at least we have each other now.
What the heck?
And so day 2 came to an end. This feels less like abandonment, at least in my case, and more like a crash landing. At any rate, I doubt I'll go back to space anytime soon. I need to get used to living here. But how do I do that? I'll have to figure it out myself.
8/3, Monday, 7 a.m. Supplementary lessons. Nini can receive supplementary lessons every weekday if he goes to his high school classroom between 8 and 9 a.m. Try to attend these classes whenever possible. A student is supposed to study, after all. You can easily travel there by opening the map and selecting high school from the list of options. Full map. Move by selecting a destination on the map. Moving consumes stamina and costs you the amount of time it takes you to arrive at your destination. The map will not display characters asleep at their homes. A strange sphere is floating in the sky. Should something like that really be floating? Earth has gravity after all. Since descending to Earth, I've dropped many a plate or utensil, expecting it to float. That's why I know for sure this isn't natural. And yet, no one else seems to notice it. Where do I go? Which one's the school? This one? I mean, one looks like a gymnasium. Did you put my shoes away? It's got a real rough kind of frame rate. What's my class? Where is it? I have no idea. A? Is it 1A? A 2A? A 2B? I have no idea. I should head to class now. I hate to be late. Okay, that's not class. Which one? It doesn't tell me.
Miss Cooney arrived.
It's time for class. Do your best for both me and yourselves.
After that, she suddenly stopped moving. Atop the desk stood a girl with fox-like ears. She's small, but has a high and mighty air. It's pretty underwhelming.
Take heed! This town is in great danger!
No one seems to pay her any attention. They keep talking.
I'm being serious! The Kegai are coming! They're almost here! They've probably managed to possess someone already, and are amassing power as we speak. We must do something soon, or else they'll consume their host in a mere 5 days! Everybody, steel yourselves for battle! We must seek the blessings of the gods and storm Yomotsu Hirasaka before it's too late!
Huh? Before I can process this, another student drags the fox-eared girl off the desk. I have absolutely no idea what's going on.
Usually Bunny's a very sweet, responsible girl, but now and then she has a little episode. Oh, she's in good health, I think. It's her quirk. Yeah, her quirk. Don't worry about it. I was surprised the first time it happened, but I got used to it, and our teacher was fine afterward.
This planet sure is something. But I do wonder if she's right.
Today our class grows by 1, for we have a new transfer student. Please make her feel at home here. Introduce yourself.
I lack a surname, for reasons of my own. Ichika is what I'm called. Pleased to meet you.
For family reasons, Miss Ichika's affairs are shrouded in mystery, but I've been told to mind my own business.
Indeed. We only wish to protect all of you, and preserve your happy, peaceful lives.
I see. Well, we should get class started. But, a word of warning to you all. The most dangerous thing in this world is single-minded devotion.
She sounds displeased, but Ichika seems unfazed. She's like a robot.
It may be summer vacation now, but I'm still offering classes in the form of supplementary lessons, right here in this very classroom. Got that? To improve your grades, please try to attend as many as possible. Compared to studying solo, you'll learn so much more. And even better, if you attend school often, other adults will look on you more favorably. In other words, your social standing will increase. When people respect you, any suggestions you make to them will hold much more weight. Believe me, that's a very useful skill to have. Therefore, always come to school and study hard, for my benefit as well as yours.
School bell rings. Class is over. Extra classes have to receive supplementary lessons. Arrive in Miss Gooney's classroom between 8 and 9 a.m. to attend class until 1 p.m. Attending class will improve your social status and intelligence. The former affects how much your stats increase from training, and the latter affects your maximum energy level. Training. Ashihara has several locations with interactable objects that you can use to improve your stats. Better stats unlock more battle actions, while also making those actions stronger and more effective. Try training with the high school's iron bars. Okay, this must be the gym over here then. You can improve your strength here. It will take 90 minutes. 90 minutes? Freaking exhausted after that. Stats and training. You can increase your stats by performing certain activities at specific locations found throughout Ashihara. The amount and type of stats improved varies depending on the location. Your stats affect how well you perform in battle and the rate at which you master skills. Strength, agility, and skill affect your maximum stamina level. Divine power, intelligence, and appeal affect your maximum energy level. Social status affects how much training increases your stats. Blessings. Besides training, you can raise your stats by receiving blessings. You can find them by investigating locations throughout Ashihara. Try examining the little shrine by the main shrine to receive your first blessing. The little shrine by the main shrine? Where the hell is that? Is there a little shrine around here? Is this the little shrine? I should check out the little shrine to receive a blessing. I checked to see if anything was there.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. I'm Osasa, and so the gods as a divine messenger. Oh my, oh, did you perchance mistake me for a Momonga? I'm a Musasabi. People have long confused those two breeds, for hundreds of years, in fact. Now then, I'm actually here because I have a little present for you.
Yeah, let's see. You got Konohana Sakya's essence, plus 82 Nini's pale.
After seeing your progress, a big celestial fan of yours wishes to express their deepest gratitude and ordered me to secretly deliver this lovely gift on their behalf. Oh, do you feel slightly stronger now? Congratulations! Well, that's all for now. Bye-bye!
Blessings. Gain blessings by investigating places in Ashihara or receive them from events. These blessings can increase your stats as well as affect your relationships with other characters. Suggestions. Nini's relationship with Ashihara's residents have the greatest impact on the story's events and endings. You can build up these relationships by suggesting an activity to another character. Find Konoha on Main Street and make a suggestion to deepen your bond. Oh, you want to know how to make friends? Well, why don't you suggest doing something together? I think that's a good first step. I just know this will work. Get to know better. Okay, there's only one thing to do.
Yeah.
Thank you. More than anything else, your relationship with someone determines if they'll accept your suggestions. And always ask when they're in a good mood. If you're especially close to someone, you can suggest more activities too. Suggestions. Suggesting activities to characters consumes stamina and energy. Suggestions affect characters' emotions, which will influence your relationships. The type of suggestions available change depending on how the character feels. Nini's comments hint at a suggestion success rate. A character's feelings and relationship will improve with a success, but worsen with a failure. Learn more about a character's action, mood, and desires by using demon sight on them. These factors all play a role in whether a suggestion will prove successful. Demon sight? I have demon sight. You can visit various shops on Main Street so long as they're open. You can have a meal at the restaurant, which will restore your energy and stamina. Why not give it a try? Eat at the yeah, where is it? Is this the restaurant? I mean, they make a lot of assumptions that I might know where all this stuff is. Is it the cafe, or is there an actual restaurant? Okay, so there is a regular restaurant somewhere. Yeah, they kind of leave you to fend off on your own. It's like there's no map or anything to tell me where to go or to show me where things are. I guess we'll just have to get familiar with things. Maybe I should get something to eat. I had a meal. Energy and stamina restored. Oh, I don't get to choose what meal, it's just a meal. Main Street shops. When your stamina and energy are low, Main Street has a cafe and a restaurant that you can visit. All shops have their own hours of operation, so you can only visit them when they're open. Use these shops to restore your stamina and energy. Rest. Your stamina, energy, and the amount of time left in the day limit how many activities you can do. It's late. Time to head back to your room and sleep. Right after I eat. Gonna be one fat MC here. That might be my DJ name, Fat MC. Rest at your home. So my room is upstairs. Sleep until tomorrow morning. Sleep. I fell asleep on my futon. Resting. You can no longer engage in activities when you run out of stamina energy or 3 a.m. rolls around. If any of these things happen, you'll be forced to rest in your room. Resting restores your stamina energy and advances time to the next day. Today, after many millennia, Kegai from Yamatsu Hidasaka broke through the barrier around Ashihara. Taking advantage of the immeasurable amount of time available to them, the Kegai extend their reach and pierce the barrier. The Kegai stir. Their great assault is about to begin. Okay, what are these things exactly? 8/4, Tuesday, 7 a.m. Preparing for battle. An entrance to Yamatsu Hidasaka has appeared in the shrine. Nini can somehow sense this. Go investigate this strange gate for abnormalities.
found the entrance to Yomotsu Hirasaka.
You did well, child of man.
A fine display, novice.
I have no idea how or why, but they both appeared out of nowhere.
Oh, Yoyama Godslayer.
A Kegai? No, you're not one of them. But what business could you possibly have with our town? This place belongs to humanity. Leave it at once.
Just so you know, I'm not your enemy here. I'm helping humans. I'm a divine messenger sent by a god who sympathizes with your plight. As a matter of fact, I myself am a god.
Then you're saying that you came down here of your own volition? But why?
You can see just how worried they are about this whole situation. Look, Nini has absolutely no idea what we're talking about. You're going to Yomotsu Hirasaka? And so am I. For a godslayer like yourself, does every single god but the one you've summoned to do your bidding strike fear into your heart?
I see we have no choice. Come, novice. Keep close to us. Without the power of your demon sight, we cannot possibly make any progress.
Don't let her intimidate you. She just might decide to kill you dead.
I will do no such thing. I would simply use a spell to make him follow my orders.
Oh, well, that's better.
You Oyama girls are nuts. Whatever. Let's go.
Looks like Benny decided to join me. Looks like Ichika decided to join me. Preparing for battle, Nini needs strong allies to help him defeat Kegai. The Kegai. He can invite up to two other people to join his party. Create a party by successfully inviting other characters to join you. Improve your relationships to gain more allies who will fight by your side. It's so bright, my eyes hurt. This looks like Ashihara, but a whole different place. Yomotsu Hirasaka. The Kegai, capable of ending the world, await you in Yomotsu Hirasaka, the underworld. A barrier blocks your way to the Kegai. You must overcome various trials to dispel it. Complete a trial in Yomotsu Hirasaka.
Huh?
Does your demon sight show which way we should go?
I'm counting on you.
I see no end in sight. I don't see anything either. I should undertake a trial to dispel the barrier. Well, this game doesn't explain anything. I mean, there are words on the screen that say stuff, but it doesn't really actually explain what to do. Okay, how do I undertake? Where do I undertake a trial? How do I do it? Undertake a trial. Okay. Maybe a little bit. Maybe I need a little bit more information than that. Suddenly, Kegai rose from the ground and attacked. Nini's battle actions. Wreck Nini in battle by first choosing a target, then an action. Select the Earth Bolt as his target, then Cleave as his action. Three emotions affect the power of your attacks: friendship, affection, and hate. Although hate is the strongest of these, overusing it may end up making the enemy stronger. Use these emotions wisely to gain the upper hand. Battle actions for allies and enemies. Allies and enemies allies and enemies alike act independently of you. Your relationship with other characters influence their actions in major ways.
Give me a hand.
Nice teamwork.
Here I go.
God, this almost plays like an FMV game. It's really strange. Demon Sight. Nini has a special power called Demon Sight, which he can use in battles as Foresight or Celestial Sight. Foresight lets you see what other characters are thinking, which helps you predict how allies and enemies will act. Celestial Sight lets you see characters' special status effects, which will serve you well during battle. Battles. Turn-based combat. You determine Nini's actions each turn. Choose the recipient of your action with select target. Decide what option to use with select action. Three emotions affect the power of your attacks: affection, friendship, and hate. Although hate is the strongest of these, overusing it may end up making the enemy stronger. Your allies act autonomously. Their actions vary according to your bond. Likewise, enemy actions can change depending on your relationships. Nini's unique ability, Demon Sight, has two powers. Foresight lets you see what characters will say, while Celestial Sight lets you see a character's special effects. Well, shouldn't have this have been at the beginning of the stage? As characters who share bonds interact, their feelings toward each other will change. These emotions will fluctuate depending on the type of bond. Enemies appear during one of three emotional states. Their strength may change depending on the emotional impact of an attack. Letting Nini's stamina hit 0 will result in game over. If an ally's stamina hits 0, they cannot be revived. Battle actions deplete energy.
Won't get away.
Boy, this stop frame style animation really sucks. It's very distracting.
There!
Nini and his party were victorious. The Kegai dropped a shiny Magatama upon defeat. I got a Magatama, now I have one. The Kegai destroying the world live in Yomatsu Hirasaka. They put up a barrier to prevent you from entering their realm. Nini must complete various trials to pass through this barrier. You can now dispel the barrier. Proceed to face the Kegai in battle. Alright, why don't we stop it there? This is audap. You've been watching Loop 8 Summer of Gods running on PlayStation 5. Again, this is available on the Switch and PlayStation 4 as well, and the PC. So, yeah, it's definitely a different kind of visual novel. This is more akin to what I would see on something like RPG Maker. but it's running on Unity, so you know, in some ways, almost the same thing. So yeah, I mean, you've got the visual novel portion, then you've got RPG battles, and everything depends on the choices you make that build relationships, which determines the parties that you can use, and the actions that they perform. But it's all based on influence instead of you directly controlling a character. Interesting concept. I don't know. We'll see. I like the world and the art. The scrolling and the framey, the single frame animation style that they've gone here for. I'm not really a fan of that. I know it's a stylistic choice, but I really don't like the way it looks. I think it makes the whole production look cheap because of how choppy everything looks. And it's not something that really had to be that way. I mean, they could have used some interpolation to fill in the frames in between what they actually were drawing and rendering themselves, but c'est la vie. But we'll check more of that out. Again, I'm fascinated by the environment and the settings, so I'm interested to see what comes at the end of this. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.